Hey everybody, how are you? Jason here from the Inspired Life. I hope you're having a great Tuesday, right? Yeah, it's Tuesday, April 7th, 2026. I am back. It has been a while. I have been off. Gosh, man, I've been gone for a week or so, I think, right? Um, yeah, I'm tired, jet lagged. Probably hear it in my voice, and that's okay because it was worth it. I had a great European trip. He and my other 13 people I went with. So it was really amazing. I'll be talking more about the trip later this week. Just wanted to pop on tonight, just really briefly, maybe for 15 minutes or so, do my daily sketch because I haven't done anything yet today. So I thought I'd pop on and just do some sketching. So if you're watching, feel free to say hello. I'd love to know where you're watching from. Feel free to ask me any questions or comments. And later this week, I'll be getting into more detail. We'll talk about the adventure I had and the experience and the amazing architecture and inspiration. So awesome. If you don't know me, my name is Jason, and this is the Inspired Life where I love sketching, especially architecture. Sketching for me is it does many things. It's a tool for changing my state of mind. It's a tool for capturing ideas, capturing a moment in time, a feeling. Um, Sketching does so much. It's a way of brainstorming and thinking, and just it just is a way of life for me. And I don't know what I do without it. It's really fun. All right. So yeah, I went away. I was away in I went to Italy and Spain. And in Italy, I was in Rome and Florence. And in Spain, I was in Madrid and Toledo and Barcelona. There was so many things to see. We were nonstop, go. And I did a little bit of sketching, not as much as I hoped I would, but that's okay because now I have a taste of the places I want to go back to. Um, so um, let's open this up and let's just kind of take a look and see what we got going in here. Let me put some music on. Boom. There we go. All right. So I did take my Lockbee field journal with me. It made the trek as it always does, no matter where I go. I ended up giving some of the sketches away I did, so that was fun. I gave some sketches of Toledo away. Toledo is a really cool place in Spain. We'll talk more about it at some point. But I gave some sketches away there. I gave a Colosseum sketch away. I gave some Liberty Torch sketches away. So that was a lot of fun. Um, here is here's one of my quick sketches I'll show you. So this is the Colosseum. Yeah, I have to be honest with you. I am still processing this entire trip, this entire journey. My brain is like scrambled pasta right now. There's so much going on. There's so many things in here that I'm trying to process and think about, and just kind of, as you can tell, I'm all over the place and I'm tired. But anyway, I'm talking a lot. These are really quick sketches I did while I was at the Coliseum. Kind of thumbnail sketches using this Sharpie pen here. And these were a lot of fun to do. The Coliseum we see pictures of it all the time. And let me just tell you, seeing this structure in person, um, bucket list item crossed off. Again, I'm still processing everything. I'm just speechless about the whole experience. But the Coliseum in person, I got paint on me. I was painting today. Um, it's iconic. It's breathtaking, beautiful. just the way it's kind of falling apart and dilapidated. It's everything you imagine it to be. I did not get to go inside the building, but outside we saw. It was spectacular. And then here's another quick sketch, a different perspective. What I'm planning on doing for you guys, I'm gonna put together some slideshows, and we'll kind of do this as maybe a little European. I don't want to use the word lecture series. I'm not going to be lecturing. It's going to be maybe we'll just call it like an inspired travel guide, an inspired sketch travel guide. I'll put together some slides and we'll do some sketches together live. That'll be fun, and I'll break it down into the different places we went to. Okay. Hey, Gigi's in the house. Gigi, how are you? So great to see you. Hope all's well, my friend. Hope you're having a fantastic day today. Hope all is really, really well with you. Always great seeing you. All right, so these are some Coliseum sketches, and I ripped a bunch of pages out because, like I was saying before, I gave sketches away. I gave some to our tour guide as a thank you gift. So he's actually from Toledo, Spain, and when I did some sketches while we were there of a cathedral and a perspective street view, so I gave those away. Toledo is a really, really cool city. It's known for sword making. Any of the swords you see in movies, think Lord of the Rings, think any kind of movies with swords in them. A lot of them, or most of them, do come from Toledo, and we visited the location where they make some of these swords. So that was kind of really cool. Again, I'll have slides and pictures, and we'll talk more about this stuff. I'm just here just want to say I'm back and do a quick intro and say hello. The only other sketch I have in here right now is, this is part of the interior, a small section of La Familia Sagrada Basilica, Barcelona. If a structure, a building, could ever bring someone to tears, this building is that experience. This building is transformational. You walk in here. I'm going to pull up a couple pictures and show you guys. I really have no words. Let's just say you walk in this building feeling one way, and then you leave feeling a totally, totally different way. Let me show you some pictures of Familia Sagrada, and we'll end up with a quick sketch tonight. I'm not sure what I'm sketching yet. All right, let me put some music on. I don't like what I'm listening to right now. Boom. So Gigi, I hope you're well. Tell us everything. Oh, I will definitely be telling you guys everything. So stay tuned for the next upcoming live streams that I will be focusing intently on the European excursion experience. The Triple E, European Excursion Experience. All right, check this out. Here's Familia Sagrada. Let me pull a couple images up. I took a lot of pictures of this place. La Sagrada Familia Basilica must have been mind-blowing. It was mind-blowing. It was transformational. I'm just laughing because if anybody caught me live streaming outside the Familia Sagrada, I was live streaming maybe for like 2 minutes. I was so excited. Wasn't really paying attention to where I was walking, and well, if you've been to New York City, do you know how vendors have their wares, their goods spread across the sidewalks? Like fake handbags and watches and all that junk that they sell along the sidewalks. I'm not a fan of the sidewalk vendors. Anyway, there were too many around Familia Sagrada. I wish they weren't there. And I wasn't paying attention as I was live streaming. I was walking, and I tripped and I stepped on some of the vendors' wares. So that live stream ended with me kind of tripping. Um, and I just kind of moved on. The guy wasn't too happy, but you know what? I was going back to offer to pay for stuff, and another guy on my tour is like, "No, don't do that, because it'll get worse." So I just kept walking. It's illegal for them to be out there selling their stuff anyway, so. But I did feel a little bad, but not so much. Anyway, I'm just laughing because it was kind of funny just falling and tripping on a live stream. But no one got hurt other than a few trinkets, and I don't know what they were, like magnets or something silly. All right, I'm talking. Let me go here in my pictures and pull up some images. So give me a sec. Please let me know how you guys are doing. My mouse is not cooperating, so I gotta do this here. All right. Familia Sagrada has been under construction for, I believe, over 120 years. It's almost done. I have a lot of images, but I'm going to just pull up a few random ones. My computer's acting very slow, unfortunately. Kind of stinks. So just bear with me as I pull up here. Why is my mouse lagging? I'm buffering. All right, let me know. Am I still buffering? I might be. I am so sorry about the buffering. All right. Am I back? Live, easy to understand. Sorry about the buffering going on. I always forget. I need to turn off my ChatGPT. It's running in the background sometimes, and it really makes the live streams lag. So I should be back live, buffer free. So let me know if I'm in the buffer free zone right now. That would be amazing. All right. I need to miss anything because we'll do a recap at some point in time later on. But anyway, here is La Familia Sagrada. Yeah, one view of it. This building is breathtaking. It is um, astounding, breathtaking, ethereal, sublime. I could keep going. I'm just going to pull up a couple more images and just show you this building, and I'm going to let it speak for itself. I will be putting together a slideshow, and we'll do a little slideshow. I don't know if we'll do it probably this week or next week, but we'll talk more about this building. Again, I'm just pulling up random details. Gigi's like, yes, we saw. Yeah, it was kind of embarrassing when I tripped over this stuff, but yeah. And then there was another time in the airport. I was walking. I wasn't looking where I was walking. I almost walked into a person. I was slightly distracted this week. Must have been a blessing fall. Yes, it was a blessing fall for sure. Here's some other pictures. No particular order. That's a video. Let's see. I'll pull this one out. And I am going to show you one more outside, then we'll jump inside. All right, let's go inside. This this structure is the epitome of using architecture and design for storytelling. It tells the story of the Bible. It has the story of different seasons. Um, let's go inside, look at a few pictures, and I am not going to talk for the next minute or so, and I'll just bring up some images. All right, and I'll show just a couple more. A couple more. I took so many. All right, let's do one more image. Oh man, what do I want to show? I have so many things here. Let's do one more inside. Let's do this one. This is kind of a cool view looking up at the ceiling. So we're looking up at the ceiling with the picture that is right there. Boom. So that is a picture looking up the ceiling. It's it's incredible. This building is designed by was inspired by the forms of nature. So you have these columns going up. These columns are it's like a forest with trees. Um, Look at the beautiful ceiling. When I see that ceiling, it looks, and I don't believe this was the inspiration. This was, if I didn't mention it, this was designed by Antoni Gaudi, a pure genius in so many respects. This was all designed, guys, without computer, without the tech we have today. To think of a building like this being designed without, without computer technology is astounding. When I look at the ceiling, I almost see some kind of insect or caterpillar up there. It's kind of fascinating. Gigi says, I really can't wait to see you sketch this. Yeah, so I think we're going to be sketching this together live. I have not sketched the outside of the building. The only sketch I did is this sketch right here of the interior. This is just a small section I was inspired by, and I sketched it. So it'll be fun to come on. We'll talk about it, get more of the building, more details, more of the history, and I'll kind of sketch at the same time. But this was a bucket list item for me, and I'm really blessed to have been able to have been here, experience it. I will be back. I will be back here. Yeah. You know what we'll do? Maybe we'll do, and maybe I'll try to do a quick sketch of this. Gigi says, I see a crab. It's amazing how you see all these different forms in this building, right? It's just so cool. Super duper cool. Let me pull up an image. We'll do a sketch. Again, this is a building I've only done this sketch of, so can get in my brain, see how I kind of approach this a little bit. Maybe we'll do a sketch of this. Hey, JLM, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome home. Thank you so much. It is good to be home. I could talk about this trip for hours and hours and hours. It was more. It was. Yeah. I can talk. We'll start talking about it now. Here's just another view. Maybe I'll sketch this and talk. I'll leave this on screen so you guys can see what I'm sketching. And we'll just do a portion of it, maybe over here. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you had a good week. It is fun to be back. You can probably hear it in my voice. I'm kind of tired and a little jet lagged here. I took a day off of school today, personal day, just so I could recover. I got home last night, so I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Not complaining though. All right, cool. Thank you, Gigi. I appreciate that. So this trip was a trip through a tour company that focuses on educational touring. And basically, I'm going to sketch and talk. Sorry if my face is off camera. I'll just shift it over a little bit. So, like I said, it focuses on education and students. I was the group leader for 14 people. So I was basically the dude that wanted to do this trip and organized it through this company. And on the trip, I had 7 students and 7 adults. So that was our group of 14. And it was interesting. Our group was paired with another group from Canada. So we were with a Canadian group. Don't remember. I want to say 18 people. I don't remember exactly. 18 people. So it was like two adults, and then the rest were all students. So it was really cool to kind of experience a different culture. For my students to experience it, for me to experience it as well. Well, that was one culture. We experienced many cultures, but we toured around we had this one tour guide for the entire trip. Shout out to his name was Javi if he is watching. Javi is amazing. So we toured around with Javi. He works for the tour company, and he was in charge of all the logistics and getting us to different places and giving us some information about different locations, and in charge of the busing and transportation and the hotels and blah blah blah. He basically was the guy that put all of the jigsaw pieces together. And as I learned, and if you've traveled before, you know there are so many variables involved in traveling. So he was awesome. So anyway, my job as the group leader was really to just facilitate things, make sure people were following rules, regulations. Safety was the first priority for all of us. So safety first. Pickpocketing, watching out for pickpockets, and making sure everybody was kind of having a good time. And there just to facilitate the best I could for the experience of the travelers. So I'm just sketching a small section of this picture kind of rapidly here. This is a hard building to sketch. But just because it's a hard building doesn't mean it can't be fun, right? It's the challenge of I'm just capturing the things that my brain is seeing first. That's all I'm doing right now. I'm not looking at details. I'm looking at shapes, just overall shapes. We have these columns here. So the columns sketching are giving me structure. No pun intended, but they're giving me structure to where I want to kind of frame things. The vertical columns are kind of framing the things within them. I don't know. Am I making sense tonight, guys? Because I feel like I am so tired. I don't even know what my brain's saying. Anyway, the trip went really well, and I want to say one of the coolest things on the trip was witnessing high school students just kind of transforming in different ways and growing in different ways. Because after all, this trip was really about them. It wasn't about me. I had an amazing chaperone. So shout out to Senor Lopez. He was amazing. But we were there for the kids. We wanted to make sure they had the best experience possible. And seeing the students connect with other students from Canada was kind of cool. Seeing these students kind of growing up and maturing within a week, if that's possible, which I think it is. We had some students that were just kind of taking over and leading in some ways. Students that were away from home for the first time alone. Kind of scared and filled with wonder. I was just so proud of these kids, and uh, just they were just all so well behaved and responsive, and just being able to let them be exposed to different countries, languages, foods, people, customs, traditions is an education that we can't get within the walls of a high school. This experience broke those walls, broke those barriers in different ways. I think there was more education, or I would say more, but different type of learning and growing, a human kind of growing experience on this trip, in a short amount of time. And I hope it's an experience that the kids remember forever. And I'm sure they all took something different away from it. And that is a highlight. All right, so I'm just sketching this. It's kind of cool. I'm going to pull out a different color. I'm just going to grab. Here, just got a pen right here. But feel free to leave questions and comments. Missed us. I missed you guys. I missed everybody in the chat. I live streamed a couple of times. The highlight was when I tripped over the vendor's wares on the sidewalk. I think I did a quick live stream from Rome and 2 from Barcelona. The last live stream, if you didn't see it, from Barcelona was basically a live stream with rats. Yes, rats running around in the background. It was interesting. This was a great tour idea. Yeah, it was really cool. This company, like I said, they focus on one of the things they focus on is educational tours. Um, I'm still processing it all. I think I'd like to do it again. I'm not 100% sure. Um, I have to be honest with you. I love the trip. I enjoyed the trip. Um, and I was really putting everybody else before me. That was my job. And I really wanted everybody else to have a good time. So it was very stressful. It was a very stressful trip for me. Um, Not a complaint, but it was just, yeah. I loved it, enjoyed it, but there was a lot of stress because I had responsibilities to go for it. So that forced me to grow in different ways also. So I'm really appreciative of that journey and opportunity to uh, grow in different ways also. Um, but yeah, I might do it again. We'll see. I have a couple places in mind. If I do, maybe Ireland, Scotland, or um, I'm even thinking Iceland. But we'll see. Yes, huge responsibility, JLM, 100%. More schools need to offer this kind of opportunity. Yeah, I agree, Gigi. This company offers, they're really popular around the country. For example, when we were away, and the name of the company is called EF Tours, EF Tours. Uh, they have so many uh, experiences and opportunities going on. You know, obviously everybody has to pay for their trip, but some things, you can't put a price tag on some of the lessons and developments that happen on the trip. Like when I say development, I mean like uh, personal motivation, personal growth. It's probably what I'm trying to say. Personal growth journey. How was your TSA? We had no issues at all with our travel through TSA, through customs, through flights. Don't ask me how, but the planes were basically on time. Transfers worked. So when we left from Newark Airport. We flew into Frankfurt, Germany, then transferred from there, and we flew into Rome. That was our first flight. And then we had a flight from, oh my gosh, from Florence. We had a flight from Florence uh, to Barcelona. Nope. Yeah. I am getting so confused. Uh, our last flight on the way home was great also. Yeah. I shortened that whole spiel right there. I'm having trouble remembering all the transfers. And I know we had a train ride in there somewhere. We had a lot of bus time, but no TSA problems. I was so worried and stressed out about that as well, but it all went smooth. Hey everybody, welcome to the Inspired Life. I see more people tuning in. Always great to see you. I'm so happy to be back. And sad, it's a bittersweet symphony of life. Traveling, going away, experiencing awesome new things, coming home. It is true though, whenever you go away, well, for me, whenever I go away, I always appreciate what I have at home even more. What color do I want? I think I want to use this red. I had the opportunity for a senior high school trip to Paris in 1972 with another high school. Unforgettable. Ooh, that's amazing, right? Um, I went in '89. I went with high school to. We went to Spain actually. We went to Madrid, Toledo, and I think Malaga in Spain back when I was in high school. So I connect with what you're saying. That I still remember that high school experience of traveling to Madrid. Not all of it, but the part that stands out for me is when we were also in Granada, Spain. Granada, which I believe is where the Alhambra is. The Alhambra is a spectacular piece of architecture. I remember that from high school. I also remember Senor Lopez falling asleep during the bullfight we went to in I believe where was the bullfight? Bullfight. I don't remember the name of the city. But yeah, life changing, right? I'm so glad JLM that you were able to do that in high school. Feel free to ask me any questions, guys. I'm gonna wrap at 9:30, so 15 more minutes. I have to go to school tomorrow. Yeah, I think this looks cool. I'm gonna add some color to the other sketch here too. Let's add some color to this bad boy. This will be the last thing I think we do tonight is work on this. So this was sketched there. Oh my gosh, big yawn. I am sorry. My body's still on a Spain time. So what is that? 6 hours, 7 hours ahead there. Yeah. How was the food? Oh, good question about the food. The food was good. I trying to think what were some of my favorite things I ate. I had paella in Madrid. That was really good. So I had some paella. Uh, yeah, that was delicious. The paella I liked. Um, what else did I have? Like, what else comes to mind that I really liked? I'm not gonna say I had any spectacular pizza. I had a really good pasta bolognese dish in where the heck was that? Barcelona. Barcelona had a really really awesome pasta bolognese, almost as good as mine. I think mine was better, but it was really, really delicious. So pasta bolognese was really good. Um, some of the food we had. So on our trip, breakfast and dinners were included. So the hotel breakfasts were not that great, to be honest with you, and some of the dinners were not that great either. So unfortunately, but yeah, food was good. Uh, Gelato, of course. I had gelato a few times, and that can't go wrong with gelato. It was delicious for sure. We went to a really cool market in Barcelona, the Bocaria. Bocaria. If I'm saying that wrong, let me know, guys. Bocaria Market. Uh, what an amazing place with all these vendors and fruits and drinks and meats and um, really, really, really cool place. I bought some delicious, not almonds, pecans, like pecans and macadamia nuts that were just so delicious in this marketplace. And that was a really cool experience going to the Boqueria and seeing this everything from, you know, seafood on display and uh, freshly butchered meats. Some of them look kind of creepy looking, but it was fun to see the culture, the fresh food culture, right? We're used to going to the supermarket and buying this stuff that's just filled with junk and preservatives, but going to a marketplace that has all these fresh foods um, is really amazing and really kind of changed my way of thinking, right? About how we eat and how it's so different how we eat here in the US versus, places abroad. So that was one of the culture things that I really took away is that fresh food culture. So I would say in general, if I had to give an overall for food scores, maybe a 7 out of 10. Next time I go, I would definitely explore different foods on my own more. Debate the challenges. What was your favorite visit? Food, view. Oh, all right, great questions, guys. I love these questions. Let's answer some. What was my favorite visit? So all right, so this might change the more I process the trip because I'm still processing it all. There's system overload happening in my brain. Um, Sketching, by the way, is a great tool to help with system overload to kind of process and get things out of your head onto paper. So when system overload, not in a bad way, just so many things happen in a short amount of time. So my favorite visit, um, city wise, I think right now would be Barcelona. I loved Barcelona. We were there one full day and then part of another day, so a day and a half. Um, Barcelona is a architectural mega center, and I barely scratched the surface. I got to see Gaudi's, Familia Sagrada bucket list item was my absolute favorite architectural place I went to. We also saw Park Güell in Barcelona, designed by Gaudi. Um, that was incredible. And I got to see might say it wrong, Casa Baccio by Gaudi. I got to see it from the outside on the bus. Um, I really wanted to go there in person and go inside, but I didn't have the time or chance to. Um, so Barcelona was my favorite place, but it's so hard to pick a favorite because why? I got to see the Colosseum for Pete's sake. Oh my God, right? The actual thing, the structure. So seeing that history in front of your eyes is mind blowing. Yeah. What else? I'm giving long answers. Let's see. My favorite food, I think, was the paella I had, the paella dish. Um, my favorite view. Ooh, that's a great one. My favorite view. Hmm. Um. All right. So my brain's going to two places. One is the Spanish Steps in Rome. So going to the top of the Spanish Steps, looking out back to the view of Rome was really really cool. Um, Another view that comes to my brain is back to Barcelona, and I'm forgetting the name. Actually, two more come to mind. I can't remember the name where we went, and I'm so sorry. Anyway, I had this really amazing view in Barcelona. We drove up to. So I guess in night was it 1992? Who's my fact checker? That the Summer Olympics were in Barcelona. So there's the site where the Olympics, arenas were. There's the Olympic torches there. Really cool to see. Up from up there, it was a really cool view back over Barcelona. So I love that view as well. And then Toledo, guys. Toledo is an amazing, amazing city. I'm going to say it's like a medieval city. Narrow, winding streets, up a hill, down hills. There were breathtaking views of Toledo as well. And I will show them in the future to you. I love the questions, guys. Yeah, it was definitely better than the rats. Um, Hamon. Did I have any hamon? I did not. That's ham, right? I did not have any. Am I lying? So in Rome, we went on a food tasting tour, which was really cool. And I think I'm lying. I think we did have some hamon, uh, some like mild and some spicy versions, and so fresh. Like the meat is just so fresh, fresh tasting. Great questions, guys. All right, I'm gonna wrap up in a few minutes for the night. Thank you for putting up with my tired brain, tired mouth, my jet lag here. I'm so honored, so happy to see you all, and thank you for sharing your time with me. And I missed my live streaming, and I missed you guys in the community here. And I want to take what I'm doing up to the next level. I really want to raise this game up, this show, whatever we're doing here. I want to take it up a level. Um, so I'm working on how can I do that. This looks cool. I'm liking these sketches. Teleport me there. I wish we had teleportation. I think the first place I would go back to is Barcelona. I didn't even mention. I mean, Florence. Florence is Florence is another incredible museum city. Beautiful churches in Florence. Yeah, I'm thinking Florence is just incredible. I hope I'm doing this Familia Sagrada justice, but So here's an example of me just kind of taking what I saw there and using my own style to capture it. Teleport me there. NYC is probably boring after this trip. It's so funny you said that. So it's not. New York City is definitely not boring. Uh, because New York City for me is a city that's always evolving with these incredible new projects, new buildings, new structures, and it has that mix of kind of the old, right? Not as old as Europe, but New York City is what I love about New York City is there's so many different cultures, styles of architecture, food, people, so many in a quote unquote small space. So the diversity in NYC is something I think that will never be matched. Right? You could have a. I'm just thinking food. You could have go to Chinatown, right, and get some food there, and then maybe go uptown, have different food, and of course there's Shake Shack everywhere, which I love. Um, so it made me appreciate New York City even more because a lot of the people, especially a lot of the especially the Canadian kids, like a lot of them have not been to New York City. So made me appreciate what I have in my own backyard even more. So that's a great. I love that you mentioned that. When and where will the next trip be? That's a really good question. If it's a couple of places, if I do another group trip, I'm not sure if I will yet or not. Again, I have to process everything. I had a great time, but there's a lot of responsibility. Um, Ireland, Scotland would be cool to go to. I think Iceland would be cool to visit as well. So those are the places that are popping into my brain. Let's just throw some more color on here. We'll wrap up. Guys, I love the questions. Why? Because it's helping me reflect on my trip. So thank you for helping me kind of go back in my brain and think about things. But where would you guys like to go? Please put in the comments if you could travel anywhere right now. Where would you go to? If I had to think about just food, I love Mexican food. So I would love to go to Mexico to try authentic Mexican food. Um, so I might add that to my list as well. But where would you guys go? Let me know in the chat as we wrap up. Architecture of Antoni Gaudi is astounding. I want to study him more, do research on him. He is not overhyped. If yeah, what pure genius, pure genius. All right, I think I'm liking these sketches here. Hey, Edie, how are you? Good to see you. It's been a while. Oh, stretching my back here. Ah, ah. Um, I let's see. France and Ireland. Gigi says, "Ooh, yeah, France and Ireland. Two good choices." Um, I would love to go back to Paris. I was there for a quick 3 days. I was so lucky to be there. Um, Paris is a beautiful city. I definitely would love to go back. Oh, I have to go to Mexico. Hey, let me know. I will. I will pick your brain about Mexico. Thank you so much. I would love to know your thoughts about it. Um, all right, you guys, I'm going to stick on for a little longer because I want to add some yellow highlighter on here. Yeah, I would love. Where should I? Where would be? Where is one place in Mexico I would absolutely need to visit? If you had to pick one, either a site or a place, let me know. Curious. I'd go to Scotland, Turkey, Fiji, and Panama. Ooh, those are awesome choices. Yeah, I love I love them. Fiji on that list. I think Scotland obviously is my first choice, and I think Fiji would be my second. I got bad hair. I got bad hair today. I love your. Is that a different red pen or your fave? Um. All right. I'm in tired brain mode. Just let me know. Is it this red pen or this one? Are you asking about the one on the left or the right? Left red or right red? I'm not sure which one. Hey guys, thank you for liking the videos and people have been sharing videos out. I'm finding new people liking things. TikTok is growing too, which is so cool. Instagram's growing. So I love that social medias are growing. It's just helping me spread more positivity through creativity, which is a dream of mine. And honestly, here's the truth: if I could do this stuff 24/7, sketching, sharing, personal motivation and growth, um, I would be doing it. And I love teaching, but I love doing this as well. Um, and I love connecting with y'all so much. I just say y'all. I love connecting with y'all. Yeah, I like the yellow one. Here's just popping it out a little bit. The left. Oh, okay. So this is my favorite red pen. Either that version of it or this version. It's Pilot Precise. These are both Pilot Precise pens. Um, I just love the color red in these. So yeah, this would be my favorite red pen. Good catch. I love questions about tools I use. So thank you. And shout out to anybody out there who has been using my Lockbee discount code. I am so blessed. I see people using it a lot, which is fantastic. I don't see names, so I don't know who is using it, which is okay. But I do get to see, I do get to see how do I say this? I do know when people purchase things, but I don't know what they purchase and I don't know who purchases it. So shout out to you guys if you're watching right now, for anybody using my Lockbee discount code. It's been so cool. There have been a lot of purchases the past month. Um, so I love that. Thank you guys. So shout out to everybody doing that. All right, this is looking cool. Lots of spooky museums in Mexico. Really? That is amazing. I did not know that. Like spooky, like ghosts museums? Like Georgia, right? I think Atlanta. I think Atlanta, Georgia, it has some spooky ghost kind of stories associated with it. Mild liner highlighters are permanent when dry, great for backgrounds and obviously highlights. Yeah, I love using highlighters, so definitely. And highlighters are great because there's so many different colors, right? Of course, you're welcome anytime about the pen. Um, Edie's gonna pack your bags. So Edie, where would you go if you can go anywhere? If you could travel anywhere, where would you go? Gigi says El Zocalo. Oh, oh, wow. Let me try this word. All right. All right. This is a word. El Zocalo. O Okimilico. Okimilico. I'm probably butchering that. I'm sorry if I'm saying that really bad. Hokimilico. Hokimilco. Hokimilco. Um, Frida's house. Oh yeah, Frida Kahlo, right? Kahlo, the artist. Sorry if my pronunciations are bad. Hey, Sketches and Some says welcome back. Thank you so much. Great to see you. Hope all's well. Sketches and Some, it's always great seeing you. Hopefully I'll see you one of our urban sketching get-togethers. That'd be amazing. Try the Museum of Torture. What? There's a Museum of Torture? Yikes. I was trying to think of a pun. I can't. Wow. That sounds creepy. Soki Milko. Soki Milko. Soki Milko. Thank you, Gigi. I appreciate the phonetic spelling. Is there a museum of... I love Mexican food. Like, I'm thinking of it like... No, I'm thinking of food. Sorry if I'm babbling, guys. It's jet lag brain. All right. I think that's all the sketching we're going to do on Familia Sagrada. So that's been fun. I just want to do a quick recap or look at where we left off with the New York City calendar sketches. So in upcoming live streams, I'll be revisiting the European trip. We'll talk more details, I'll show more photographs. Definitely do some sketching together. That's gonna be a lot of fun. And then we'll also continue to wrap up and work on our calendar. I forgot if we hit 12 or not. I think we're on 11. So let's just do a recount. And let me know if you have any final questions or comments before I turn off tonight. What am I, a robot? Yes, before I turn off tonight, before I push the off button. I think I meant to say before I sign off tonight. All right, let's go through this just for my brain. I got to kind of get back to where I was. The Mummy Museum in Guanajuato. There's a mummy museum? Oh my gosh, these places sound really cool. I really like to spend some time in Italy, especially Venice. Yes. Oh my gosh. How did I forget Venice? Venice is a bucket list city of mine. That if I was to travel anywhere next, and probably not a group tour. I loved doing the group tour. But like I said before, being the group leader is a lot of responsibility. If I could travel, solo or, just real small numbers, it would be to Venice. Venice is me. Here's what I'm picturing. Venice is me, my sketchbook. I know it sounds kind of weird, but I just want to sketch my heart out in Venice. I'm getting emotional thinking about it. It's a it's a big dream of mine. So, Edie, I get the idea. I get it, wanting to go to Venice. Yeah. History Channel had that Museum of Torture as a segment. Yikes. Hey, I'm so glad. I'm glad to be back. I love you guys. You're awesome. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up. Go for it. Go for it. I'm going to go for it. I also want you guys to go for it. Go for your dreams. As big as they are, or as small as they are. Just try. Go for it. Don't give up on them. Sometimes life seems hard. It's a struggle. It's a challenge. It has its ups, its downs. Definitely a roller coaster ride. Sometimes we want to be surrounded by a lot of people. Sometimes we want to be alone and quiet. But no matter what your dreams are, I believe we all have the ability to get there. I know money could be a challenge. Logistics can be a challenge. But you know what? Please don't give up. Don't give up on those dreams. It gives us a goal. It gives us something to look towards. Don't give up on dreams, and also just live in the moment. The time we have now, it's precious, it's short, and just make the best of what you have at the time. At that time, make the best of what you have at that time. And for me right now, in the moment, is being here with you on the sketching stream, sharing my thoughts, having a conversation in the chat with you. And hopefully I'm just putting positive things out in your world. No matter what positivity means to you, that's my goal. You guys are awesome. I appreciate y'all so much. And until we meet again, sketch boldly, live creatively, and inspire endlessly.